There is no doubt that entrepreneurship is an absolute emotional roller coaster, and there have been times throughout my business career where I've gotten into a mental funk, whether that's like I'm super overwhelmed, I'm super unmotivated, like not really passionate about the work that I'm doing, I'm not enjoying my day-to-day actions, times where I just feel like I'm behind. These are all common things, and I found kind of a common solution that is almost the exact opposite of what most people choose to do when things get hard. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Jack. I'm an 18-year-old entrepreneur. I come on here and talk about what I'm doing to grow my business, the lessons I'm learning along the way, and hopefully something that can help you or be inspiring to you, or, or maybe it's just for me to look back on one day. But the one thing that has almost always switched me out of that mental funk is doing more, working harder, pushing my limits. I do a lot of different things to ensure that I stay productive on a day-in, day-out basis. The Powerless System by Andy Frisella, which I talk about very frequently on this channel, and I have a regular to-do list too, which are comprised of things that I do every single day, and then my power list are specific things that need to get done for that day. So that's kind of how I've been operating, and I've been operating that way for just about a year now. And obviously, things get harder. The things that are on the power list are more complex. The things that are on my to-do list are more complex. But it's kind of just been the same, right? Long story short, recently I've been in a bit of a mental funk where I'm a little bit less inspired, a little bit less ready to just get at it and kill the day, a little bit less creative. And I just feel like I know I can be doing more. And it's not that I'm not working a lot. Like, I'm working between 6 and 8 hours every single day, sometimes more, every single day, weekends too. And that's great and all, right? But I've been feeling a lot of overwhelm. I've been feeling a lot of kind of knowing that I can do more, and feeling the weight of progress is slow, all this kind of different stuff. These are all normal things. I'm not complaining about them. It's the cost of entrepreneurship. It's the cost of being in charge of your own income. It's the cost of all that. It's a weight, obviously. But sometimes it's just worse than others. And recently it's been worse than others. I know I can be doing more, and I know I can be doing things more effectively. So what did I decide to do with that, right? I had a couple vague things on my to-do list, right? Not necessarily vague, but things where I kind of felt like they weren't getting done to full capacity just because it wasn't something specific. For example, partner work. We work with a couple different businesses as an affiliate relationship, so they can help get us leads. Sometimes they need our services directly, so they pay us for that, etc. And I've kind of been trying to foster those relationships on a day-in, day-out basis and move things forward on that end, on the B2B end. And like I said, I kind of feel like I just haven't been getting those done as effectively as I could. Or another thing would be reach outs. Who am I reaching out to, and how many reach outs am I saying? It's when I notice something vague, I'm this could be done more effectively. So I talked about earlier in this video, I have 2 execution systems, right? I have the power list and I have my to-do list. And those things are on my to-do list, because they are things I should be doing every day, right? So I'm kind of just sitting here and just out of nowhere, I'm what if I combine the two, where it's sure, there are buckets of things that I should be doing every day, but it's kind of hard to nail down specific things. So that's what I did. I created the power list on crack, essentially, guys. So these are just examples of what my typical power list looks like. And this is what I created for tomorrow. You can't really see, but it's broken down into specific buckets. So it's partner work, lead gen, SOP/business model, customer work, and personal brand. And I put specific things in each of those buckets that I have to do tomorrow. And it turned out to a lot more than 5. The typical powerless system, you're supposed to have 5 things on. And sure, it's a lot of things, right? But I know personally, when I have specific things to do, I can execute almost flawlessly. In the days where I'm less productive, or the days where I catch myself scrolling my phone, or catch myself staring out the window, it's the days when I don't know exactly what needs to be done. And when I know exactly what needs to be done, it gets done. And I already just feel this huge weight of stress lifted off me, all the negative funk that I've been feeling for the past 5 days, maybe even a couple weeks. It's just gone now because I know what I need to do tomorrow. And it's harder. It's a little challenge. I love it. It's this is what always helps me get out of that funk. And if I really think back at all the times where I've had the most positive mental change, the most positive changes in my business, it all kind of stems with leveling up, that next level of me, where it's not just a small thing, it's like a big change of a bunch of different things added up, a bunch of different knowledge points, things I've heard, things I've learned, things I've seen work, and I kind of just combine it into something where it's like, we're going to make a big change here, and that's just going to start tomorrow. And I encourage you to do this when you feel bad, because like, it's natural to kind of just retreat. It's natural to do less. It's natural to, and then that just makes the cycle worse. You just feel worse, and then before you know it, you're back to your old self. Like, it's so easy to fall off like that, from what I've seen with other people. Luckily, I have not gotten to that point yet, where I've just completely fallen off a cliff. But, and it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, because if you think about where stress roots from, it's from you not doing something you know that needs to be done. And it's not that I wasn't doing things. It's that I knew deep down I could be doing more things, I could be doing them more effectively. So that's kind of where the idea came. It's like, I need to change something, and I need to do a lot more. And I am like, immediately, I feel so much better, because I know with this list, I'm going to get that shit done tomorrow. I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow night, make a list for the next day. I'm going to get that shit done. And that's empowering. That makes you feel a lot better. And all the stress is like kind of just feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder. So if you're struggling mentally, and you're someone who kind of bases your feeling of self-worth on what you do and what you accomplish, which, call that unhealthy, whatever, that's how I am. I like to feel in control of my life. And I've been feeling a little bit out of control of my life. So what am I doing? I'm making a semi-drastic, I mean, not a drastic change. Like, it's still like, I'm still working on the things that move my business forward. But I'm doing more, and I'm doing it in a different way. And you need to analyze what is making you feel that way in your life, and move forward with a plan that helps alleviate that and makes you better as a person, because that's how you level up, and that's how you, I don't know, guys, I'm struggling to find any better words for it at this point, but like, you need to get better. If you feel like shit, you probably just need to get better. And that's always been the truth for me, or that's been the truth for me for the past year that I've had my business. So I hope this helps shift your perspective if you are in a negative time mentally. And yeah, guys, I think that's it for tonight.